support that mobilization to ensure that all of our residents, especially our most vulnerable, have access to real food.
All right. So it goes like this: individuals cannot, one individual cannot defeat the system, right? So we are up against systems, right? And the way that this conversation always devolves is like we kind of pivoted towards individuals having individual choices. Yeah. But the reality is that those individuals need, it's a collective togetherness that allows us to subvert these systems and disrupt them in order for everybody to be good. It's also intersectional. So everybody not gonna be a farmer, everybody not gonna be donating to the community fridge. I feel like we have to have multi-sectorial collaborations, affordable housing, folks that are public policy, people that do food-based business, people that are urban agriculturalists, farmers, conservationists. We need all of these folks to be in alignment, right? And push policy, but then most importantly, push resources. So my experience has been there are white people with land, right, that just sitting on it, right? So we need to be figuring out how we do land-based reparations and getting that land back into black and brown hands, right? Explicitly, I'm gonna say that, my homie, I see Parker in here, Parker Agastello, is one of my allies who's been really discoursing with me about how we get access to more land. And that conversation about more land helps us have a conversation about housing. It helps us have a conversation about who has land for growing food on, and not just housing and food, but also affordable commercial property so that people can step up. So this is how we address the system with strategies that align us across sectors that allow us to really push the needle forward instead of focusing on like, okay, this one individual don't know how to cook, or this one person doesn't have a grocery store in this neighborhood. My thing is like, yo, there wasn't always grocery stores, bro, right? There's a time when that's a 50, that was 1950 is when the first grocery store opened up. So us framing these conversations around grocery stores is a fallacy. We got to get back to the real root of how we fed our communities. And everybody knew they farmer at one point in time, right? I know we're in a different time and era, but the reality is, you look across the country, luxurious neighborhoods are being developed called agrihoods, where people are buying homes that are proximate to farms so that they can have local food on a regular basis. We're doing our own version of that. The Bensley Agrihood in North Chesterfield. My homie Vance Levy is here tonight. The Bensley Agrihood is one example of a project that is multi-sectorial, but it requires public policy because zoning is the way that they can legally discriminate against you, even if they don't say it's about race. They can do things to make it, make the things not happen. But we need the people to be behind us and beside us in order for us to shift the public policy and then also get those philanthropic resources, those angel investors and et cetera into the mix so that we can make those transformative changes in our neighborhoods happen.